Hi, I'm Cindy McCullough, Product Marketing Manager for Planar's IX series family of 4K monitors. The IX series is designed to deliver an immersive 4K experience for the desktop, bringing life to still images and video. With 4 times the resolution of Full HD, Planar's IX series Ultra HD monitors deliver lifelike picture quality and provide a turnkey solution for applications requiring simultaneous multi-source viewing of critical visual information up to 4K or 3840 by 2160 in resolution. Equally as unique is the Flex 4 software for picture-by-picture or PBP multi-source viewing. Flex 4 allows for up to 4 video sources to be viewed, sized, and moved independently on the screen. The IX2850 also has picture-in-picture or PIP capability. Today I will be demonstrating how to set up PBP and PIP functionality using the OSD buttons located on the front of the monitor. Now I'm going to demonstrate the PIP functionality of the IX2850. First, touch and go down to PIP, PBP. Hit number 2 to select. Hit number 2 to go over to the third column. Go down to 2 PBP, or 2 up to PIP, sorry. Hit select. So now you have 2 sources showing, with the PIP showing in the upper right corner. So your choices are small, middle, and large, and basically it's by resolution. To see the resolutions, look in your operations manual. So hit number 1 to select, arrow down to PIP, hit number 2 to move over to the second column, arrow down to PIP size, and we're going to select it, and we're going to go to large. So hit arrow down to large, hit number 2 to select, and your image goes to a large up in the upper right. But now what we're going to do is move the image from the upper right to the lower left. Hit number 1 to go into the OSD button, down to PIP, hit number 2 to select, and we're going to switch the position. So arrow down to position, hit number 2 to select, and then we're going down to bottom left to move the image into the bottom left. Now what we're going to do is show that PIP, the little image can be swapped with the big image. Hit number 1 to go in, go down to PIP, hit number 2 to select, arrow down to swap, and hit number 2 to select. So now your big image is now the PIP in the lower left. You can also use a hot swap key by hitting just the up arrow. So what I'm demonstrating now is the Flex 4, also known as picture by picture. We're going to do 2 PBP or picture by picture. Hit number 1 to select, arrow down to PIP PBP. Hit number 2 to select, hit number 2 again to go into the third column, arrow down to 2 PBP, hit number 2 to select, and now you'll see you have 2 images. You'll note that there is black bars on top and bottom. This is to maintain the native aspect ratio of 1920 by 1080. What I'm demonstrating now is the Flex 4 3 PBP functionality of the IX2850. Hit number 1 to select, arrow down to PIP PBP, hit number 2 to select, hit number 2 to go into the third column, arrow down to 3 PBP, hit number 2 to select. You'll note that the 2 images are on the right side and the 1 image is on the left. When you're in 3 PBP functionality, it'll always be like that, with the 1 image on the left and 2 images on the right. Again, black bars on the top and the bottom to maintain the native aspect ratio of 1920 by 1080. What I'll be demonstrating now is the 4 PBP functionality, also known as Flex 4. Hit number 1 to activate the OSD menu, arrow down to PIP PBP, hit number 2 to select, hit number 2 to go into the third column, arrow down to 4 PBP, hit number 2 to select. And each image is now in its native aspect ratio and the resolution of 1920 by 1080.